Hello, this is Amaka Ifebunandu, the Excel coach. In this series, I'll be taking you through budgeting in Microsoft Excel. So we'll be looking at the different types of budgeting practically using a case scenario. Why budgeting? Budgeting is an essential tool for planning and controlling. As an individual, as a business person, as a professional, you need to budget. You need to plan for every task you want to do. You need to plan, you need to budget for it. Right. So it's an essential tool that helps you plan and control. It helps you to track performance. When you have a budget, you can track performance to ensure that you are in line with what you have budgeted for. Right. So that is one good thing this tool budgeting helps us do. It helps us to track performance. Now, budgeting also help you to have detailed knowledge of all the costs, both monetary and non-monetary. You want to know the number of laborers you need in carrying out this building project. You want to know the number of materials you need. Right. So you're not just looking at the monetary part, you're also looking at the non-monetary part. And you can only know that when you budget for it. Right. If you don't know that budgeting is also stated in the Holy Book, as I see from the scripture, Luke chapter 14, verse 28 says, "For which of you, intending to build a tower, does not sit down and count the cost?" You want to buy a car, you want to build a house, you want to get married. You have to sit down, count the cost. What are the things we need? And you start looking, how do we get the resources? You understand? He does not sit down, count the cost, whether he has enough to finish it. So when you put those things on paper, you start looking at how do we go about getting the resources required to achieve the start. So a lot of benefits you get when you budget. Now, what you will learn in this training. This is a series of training, as I stated earlier, and you'll be learning the sales budget in Excel. These are things we'll be preparing: production budget in Excel, direct material budget, direct labor budget, manufacturing overhead budget, selling and administrative expense budget, cash budget, statement of profit or loss budget in Excel. So we're going to be using a case scenario and to walk through all these different type of budgets. And each of them will feed into the other one. So I would like you to follow through all through the series. We'll be dropping it one after the other. Right. So follow through so that you will understand how this works and how it links. Right. So basically, I would say we're going to be building a budget model in this series. Right. Now, a little about me. My name is Amaka, as stated earlier, Amaka Ifebunandu, also known as the Excel coach and Amaka Global. I'm an accountant by profession. An Excel trainer also trains on accounting and finance related stuff. Enough of the grammar and let's get to work. So we're looking at sales budget in this training. So this is the first in the series, budgeting in Excel. So this is the first budget we're going to be preparing, the sales budget. And we have two sheets, which is the budget sheet and the assumption sheet. The budget sheet and the assumption sheet. Right. So as you can see, this is the budget sheet and we have it here. The year, the budget year, you impute it. So we have 2026 because we are preparing for the first 6 months of 2026. So when you impute your year here, automatically the first 6 months will generate true to this column I. So there are formulas in this cells, this heading cells, as you can see on the screen. There are formula in the cells. So all you need to do is to impute the year, and this generates for a 6 month budget, right? So that is it. And also it imparts on the assumption sheet. Right, it imparts on the assumption sheet. So let's look at the question, the case scenario. This is a screenshot of what we'll be looking at. So this is screenshots from the entire question. At the end of the series, I'll be dropping the full question for the case studies we'll be looking at. So all through this series. But for now, we'll be picking each it's a section of the case study that requires us to prepare the different type of budget. So for this particular section, which is the sales budget, we'll just be looking at the sales budget section of the case scenario. Right. So for the workbook, I'll be dropping the link for you to download in the description section of this link. I want you to walk along so that you have a better understanding of it. Right. Don't just watch it, but walk along and so that you have a better understanding. Right. So the case scenario says Amaka Global Limited produces three sizes of luggage bags, big, medium, and small. For the first half of 2026, budgets are to be prepared using the following information. On sales budget, budgeted sales in unit for the period are detailed below. So these are the budgeted sales. Now it says budgeted selling price per unit is detailed below, as we can see. But it says due to stability of the market, the unit price is expected to remain constant for the budgeted period. So meaning that this budgeted price will be constant all through the period. Right. So we go to our zone. While we are in our assumption sheet, we'll have to take this information and put into our assumption sheet. Right. So watch me and do along as you watch. Right. So we have 300, just picking it from the question, 320 medium size and 200 small size. Right. So for February, we have 280, we have 300 medium size and 170 small size. For March, the big size is 310 units. Medium, we plan to sell 330 units. And the small size, we plan to sell 190 units. For April, we plan to sell 300 for the big size, 300 units, 320 units for the medium size, and 210 units for the small size. And for May 2026, we plan to sell 300 units of the big size, 325 units of the medium size, and 200 units of the small size. For June, which is the last month of the budget we are preparing, we plan to sell 300 units for the big size, 310 units for the medium size, and 200 units for the small size. So for this column, don't worry, as we go along, you will understand why I have to create this July column for in the assumption sheet. But for the budget sheet, we just stopped at the June because the budget is for 6 months. But for assumptions, there are times we'll need the budget for subsequent month in order to generate what we need for the previous month. Right. Now, what is the selling price? It says the selling price per unit is 3,005 for the big size, 3,500 for the big size, 2,500 for the medium size, and we have 1,500 for the small size. And it states that the price is supposed to, the unit price is expected to remain constant for the budgeted period. So this price will remain constant. So it's just for us to copy and paste. Just copy and paste all through this. Good. So our assumption is set. We've already captured our assumption. So we need this assumption to prepare our budget, right? We need this assumption to prepare our budget. So we go back to the budget sheet. Now, coming here, you use your equal to sign and move to assumption sheet. This is the big size. Then we are timesing it by the unit price, mind you. So it's already putting it absolute, but I don't want it to be absolute. I want it to be relative. So watch what I'm doing on the formula bar. So D5 times D9, right? So I don't want it to be absolute. I want it to be relative because I'm going to be dragging this formula to the left, to the right, right, and downwards, right? So this is the total sales we plan to make for the big size bag in January. So I'll just copy downwards, right? Copy the formula and we have to paste it all here. Good. Oh, no, I don't need this one. This is the total. Good. So here we go. And this is our sales budget. So let's get the total. We use a sum function to get the total. So you sum the entire and there you go. So this is the total sales we'll be having for January. Copy and paste. Good. So having done this, we have our sales budget ready. So we'll have the total. You can impute the total by using the sum function also and totaling everything here. So you can now copy this and paste over here. The same thing here. Good. So we have our sales budget ready. So this is how you prepare your sales budget in Excel. That brings us to the end of this part of the training. In the next class, we'll be looking at the production budget. So do well to like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a value tip, and do well to share with as many that you know this will benefit as we unfold into the next series. Right. So bye for now, and I'll see you in the next class.